Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Metroid Prime 2 Echoes. In the last episode we got the Echo Visor, and this episode, we were dealing with these bastards. This episode we're going to be trying to gather, we've got 2 remaining Ing Hive keys to get, and so we're going to be exploring, we've explored quite a lot of Light Sanctuary Fortress, but we've still got a fair few gaps. Like if I bring up my map, there's quite a few gaps in our map of the Ing Hive. So we'll be exploring that a lot more to pick up the final few keys. One of them's right there. We ain't going to be getting it for a while. That'll be much later in the episode, but it's there. Just take my word for it. Take my word for it, you can bloody see it. Through here, we enter a room with the very ominous name of the Judgment Drop. And what we need to do here first is we've got a fair few Dark Preeds to kill. If you hit these guys, we need to basically grapple across this canyon, and if you hit these guys while grappling, you're going to have a rough time. So what you want to do is kill them and wait for their noxious gases to disperse properly. Once they've done so, it's time for grappling, and I do love long sections of grappling. Bits like this are really amongst the bits that remind me of the Black Throne in Darksiders. Once you're here on this side, hop down and hop down again, and you will find a portal. Energize! So, back on the Sanctuary side, we're actually in a room we've not been in at all before, which is the Grand Abyss. But unlike in Dark Aether, there aren't any handy grapple points there, so we can't cross, but we can go straight through this room, into another dramatically named room, the Vault. So, we've got a res bit, which I'm going to kill straight away. If I see res bits, I just tend to kill them, because I don't want to risk them being a bugger later on. And we've got this gigantic set of things here. So in the middle here, structural analysis complete. This Luminoth Vault Chamber. Vault is composed of numerous super alloys, all of Luminoth origin. No known weapon system can destroy this structure. Wow. What we have got though is these things which we can just about scan. This is a Luminoth laser turret aimed at the spinner system. You've been given access to the spinner control system. Given access to it technically, but we actually can't get over to it. There's something cool in there, and we'll be getting that pretty soon. If you come down here, you've got a bomb slot. But if we energize the bomb slot, all of those lasers fire randomly off into the sky and nothing happens. So that's our goal for now, is to try and sort that mess out. If we come to here, we've got a console. If we scan it... Oh, I didn't read it. It said bridge system moving. So this brings the bridge down, and there is a portal to Dark Aether here. So this brings us to a room which, if I remember correctly, has a very strange name. So yes, this is the Vault Attack Portal. I guess that means it was literally, the Ing made this portal here literally just so they had a good way to attack the vault and steal whatever was in it. Cross over, and you'll notice something appears while you part way across. It's actually an enemy that I'm amazed it's taken this long in the game to appear, but you know, there we go. This is the Dark War Wasp. We've seen War Wasps since like episode 2, but you know, here's the dark one finally. Darkling possessed aerial hunter, sturdy insect, gains strengthening possession. It retains the ability to fire blasts of energy. Bloody thing. Either way, doesn't matter to us. Let's just open this portal and head on through back to the vault again. So, now we've actually got access to these laser systems. And what we need to do is, using each one, use the spinner to spin it 180 degrees and realign it to the center. So I will slap the speeder on while I do this bloody res bits. So with those aligned, we need to head back to that bomb slot in the middle. We can't immediately access it. We actually need to make a quick speeder on, quick jaunt through Dark Aether, and grapple across the void to get to it from the other side. So this time, when we fire up the bomb slot in the middle, our lasers are aligned. And we get access to what was a classic Metroid item. So, this is one of those rare things that was in Metroid, that's in Echoes, that wasn't in Metroid Prime. This is the screw attack. Press A to jump while in the air, press A again to space jump, and press A repeatedly after that to screw attack. So we've kind of got an unlimited jump. There's a twist with it, you can only do it forward. It doesn't go up, it just goes along. Observe, jump, jump again, and then screw attack. A, and you can keep moving indefinitely as long as you don't hit something. So that's quite cool. Key for it, and a lot of people get this wrong. You can't use the screw attack unless you're holding forward. So here, in order to cross the Grand Abyss, which is what we need to do, you need to be holding forwards. If you let go of forwards, it ain't going to work properly. But as long as you're still holding forwards, as you can see, you cross it pretty nicely. So, on the other side here, we're now in the watch station once again. I believe. Am I in the watch station? Yes. So, I've got a couple of these guys to deal with. With that done, I now need to get to the staging area. So that's the dark version of the main research. So last time we were in here, I raised up this little platform using an echo gate, and then went down there, used the portal, and went up through the caretaker class drone. What we also did here, though, was raise this ring up, which allows us to climb up and out of this room, basically. If I'm not a complete moron, I can find... Here we go, here's the platform, so from there you can then jump up here and explore a new part of the Ing Hive. So, this was the elevator that the kind of series of kinetic orb cannon elevators, but it's got something new in it, and this is worth a scan. Our final mechanism in the game, this is the wall jump surface area designed to work with the screw attack. Perform screw attacks while facing the wall and touching this wall to do a wall jump. Nice and straightforward, so back up, start your screw attack, and then just keep pressing A when you hit the surface, and you just do a nice little bounce between the two sides, which climbs up. I'm still holding forwards, I don't know whether you have to or not, but I certainly feel more comfortable doing so than not. Once we're at the top, I'm going to switch over to the light beam. We're still a little low on dark ammo from taking out all those res bits. I use charged dark shots a lot on them, so we'll take out these Ingworm caches. And now, look at that! Ing Hive key number 2. Just sitting right here. So this is the Dark Watch Station. That's probably not called the Dark Watch Station, called like the Spooky Station or something. Aerial training site, actually. That's a surprisingly unspooky name. So, here we can now scan this to remove the shield. And over on the other side, as you can see, I'm heading over towards where I know the portal is. Oh, good. Dark bastards. Well, I'm not going to bother deal with them. We've got another wall jump surface here. So I'm just going to screw attack into it, completely ignoring the Dark Troopers, and you get a missile. Wonderful. I am now going to head through the portal here, back into Sanctuary Fortress. Then I'm going to head over to the Dynamo Works. So here we want to use the portal and head over right away to the Dark Dynamo Works. Sorry, the Hive Dynamo Works. And here, if we go straight ahead, we didn't bother going through here last time because once again it was something we couldn't do. Because all there is here as well, there's a warrior ring, which I haven't seen for quite a while, who doesn't really put in much of a fight when you've got 159 light ammo anymore. But dead ahead is an echo gate. So if we fire up the echo visor, we got 4 transmitters, which are all pretty easy to take out. And having done so, the gate lowers. Wonderful. And this brings us into the dark equivalent of the gyro chamber, which is the Hive gyro chamber. Smash that in, get some dark ammo, or not. So, what we need to do is head over onto this. So this ball in the middle is actually a spider ball, which is very handy. And the key we need, oh dear me, bugger, is at the top of it. So it's simple enough, it's got tentacles coming out of it. But if we use the boost, we hop up onto this ring, and then you can boost again, grab the final Ing Hive key. Pretty easy. So we've got, well, as it says, all Ing Hive temple keys. Once again, like in Torvus, we've not actually been to the Ing Hive, oh bloody hell, the Hive temple yet, so Dark Sanctuary Temple or whatever they call it. Oh, you can powerbomb those, not powerbomb, just multiple bomb those guys to get them to go away. I say we've not been there yet, but that's actually something I briefly want to do first. Is as you can see, there's a few more doors that come off this room. If we come over to here, on this lower section, we've got a red door. And what does a red door mean, ladies and gentlemen? Indeed, ladies and gentlemen, good one. It means it's a save station. But we're about to take on a boss, and the game is nice and aware of that, which means... oh, there's another lip on that thing I wasn't aware of. If we hop up here, then onto this platform, and then finally up again, we've got this ooh, that was an accidental screw attack, ladies and gentlemen. Up here is, well, it's slightly odd. It's a side room, which has, once again, they're really throwing us all the warrior ring. Are they just trying to remind us that warrior ring actually exists? I don't care, anyway. So I'm going to go through here, ow, and there is an ammunition station through here. So let's load up and then head back to the main gyro chamber. Sorry, the Hive gyro chamber. So from here, where we want to proceed is, oh, avoid these, ow, tentacles, he says, getting hit right in the mouth by a tentacle. If we directly cross over the gyro chamber, then we end up here. And this door with all the spooky blue shit around it is where we want to go. Let's slap our keys into the door. So, I've said this before and I'll say it again. Metroid Prime 2's bosses are fucking fantastic, and this one is no exception. Introducing the boss of Sanctuary Fortress. Well, technically speaking, the boss of the Ing Hive. So, this is Quadraxis. Start by scanning him. He's a big bastard, and he comes in... Well, for now he's only in one part. There's 5 scans here, and another 6th one we actually need to do at some point. So, Quadraxis. Rogue, high-security drone. Heavily armed and armoured mechanoid. Lightly armoured foot joints are vulnerable to bomb and boost attacks. Worth knowing, but not actually super important. For now, we want to target its knees. As you may have seen, that knee was briefly glowing blue, but is no longer doing so. Once they're blue, whack him with a super missile, and you'll deal a bit of damage to that. Hit each knee twice, and you'll take it out. That's one of his attacks where he does a shockwave. You can bomb his shoes, like his feet, to stop that from becoming such of a problem. But honestly, in the long run, I find it's not hugely worth it. Yes, interesting thing about Quadraxis, the various parts that make him up are also present in the light version of this temple. They're holding up various contraptions and such, and it says they're like mech drones of Luminoth design. But you can see Quadraxis' legs, you can see his head, and you can see kind of every part of him, but disassembled in the Luminoth version. Ah, that's 1 knee down. Wonderful. So, we surprisingly have to take all 4 down. That threw out some healing and some missiles when we defeated it, because, worth noting here, this boss is very unusual in terms of bosses in Dark Aether. Do you notice where the safe zone is? Correct. There is not one. So, if you're not either careful or, like me, have energy tanks coming out of your arse, Quadraxis is an extremely dangerous boss. You have to just rely on getting healing from him. Oh dear, he's launching Seeker missiles at me. Can I hit through that? Oh, no I can't. Yes, my advice is basically to choose one leg, ideally one that's close to you, and just keep a lock on it and wait for it to turn blue. You can no longer target a leg once it's been destroyed, so if you can target it, that means there'll still be a chance of it turning blue. I think we've got 2 left to do on him for now. And basically, the fewer you've got, the harder it does get, because the times when they're blue are fewer and further between. But I quite like Quadraxis as a boss, because not only is it fucking giant and cool, I've always said this with at least with 3D games like this, with Zelda games, anything like that. Oh, he's trying to lock onto us, that's not a good sign. Oh, we're so boned! Let's see. Well, I got a hit on his leg anyway. So he hits us with this disruptor, which means we can't shoot and can't see properly until it clears. But joke's on him, because I took one of his knees out. Yes, in games like this... Oh dear, right, he's doing that thing, which means hit him with the boost ball, because he is, do remember, a quad. Like any other quad, he can be disrupted while doing his vortex spin by the boost ball. Oh, I might just be able to take his knee out. Nope, apparently not. Get in the way of his leg. Nope, doesn't matter. The disruptor still hits. And then immediately after the disruptor, he'll always do that. You can boost into him there, as you see, which does temporarily stun him and give you a moment's shot on his leg, which he craftily hides behind another leg, entirely preventing you from doing anything to it. Right. Oh, it really does feel like he's hiding that final leg from me. There we go. There's your moment. Wonderful. Down he bloody goes. So, like any self-respecting quad, he's now split in two. These are two separate scans, make sure you get both. First off, scan the body of Quadraxis, so this is damaged Quadraxis it's called. Dedicated secure sentry building units. Main body rendered immobile. Sonic tactical data bursts detected. Destroy transmitter to disrupt operations. Indeed. Oh, bugger, I can't even scan the bastard because he's disrupted me. Don't lock onto me again, I've not even recovered from the last one yet, you shit. Ooh, pay attention to that weapon he's using. If you like it, well, you know, you might be seeing it pretty soon. When we're actually ready, we can scan him. Get back here. You'll notice he's got a bit of a shield on, which is of course important. Ooh, just scan him before he lasers the shit out of me. Shielded head module. Command unit of the Guardian unit. Command module of the Guardian unit. Highly mobile and well armed. Impervious force shield. Protected from harm. Receiving tactical data via high sonic transmissions. So we know what that means. Ugh. Well, that means we get hit by the bloody disruptor. Which is not helpful. Once you're clear again, fire up, of course, the Echo Visor. And you'll notice... Man, he is using that disruptor way more than I feel is fair. You'll notice there's a transmitter on top of the body of Quadraxis. Fire a few shots into that. Come on. I really want to do this before it fires off another disruptor shot. Come now. Why is it so strong? There we go. So, that now stuns Quadraxis. Quadraxis' head has 3 modules on it. Fire a super missile at one of them. If that doesn't destroy it, fire another super missile at it, I guess. There you go. That destroys it and knocks us back into this world. He'll drop a bit of healing at this point, and he will drop a Dark Quad. If you remember from when we first came to Sanctuary, I did not scan the head of a Dark Quad properly, so I'm going to do that now. Dark Quad command module, same as the command module of a normal quad. I'm going to ignore that thing entirely. He drops a fair few quads, and they are really a distraction, which is just worth ignoring. I'm going to hit this with a super missile, and that stuns the command module, wherever the command module is. I have a worrying feeling it's directly above me. Oh no, it's over there. So once again, you want to target when the head is stunned. Oh, by the way, when the head is stunned, I meant to say, scan it, because this is stunned head module. There are scans for days in Quadraxis. Battle logic disrupted. Unit is vulnerable. Shield is offline. Unit is generating drones for self-defense while trying to restore sonic tactical link with the main body. So, this is your point, yeah, to bring up your Echo Visor. Oh, he bloody recovered it. Cheeky sod. Well, I guess I wasn't fast enough there. Let's destroy the bodies one again. Super missiles are your friend here. There's a reason why I have 225 missiles. And honestly, by the end of your battle with Quadraxis, you should mostly be out of missiles. That's actually ideal, because you want to be using super missiles like there is no tomorrow, because you've got those missiles for a reason. Second transmitter down. Wonderful. He will now this time summon 2 quads to try and fight you. I am once again going to ignore them. Just, you know, take my word for it that that's a good idea. It's possibly not. It depends on whether you really think you can dodge. When you destroy that central bit there, you've then got one final thing on Quadraxis himself to destroy. We've got a few dark quads to dodge, 3 of them specifically, but once you take that one out... So, in that very fortuitous few things that smashed there, you'll notice the battlefield has changed. Scan Quadraxis again. This is the 5th scan on it. This is the final head module. Tactical ability reduced. Unit now vulnerable. Link to main body 7. 2 weak points detected. Target them with concussive blast to destroy the unit. So, what we do here is we wail on the head with whatever we've got until it's stunned. Light beam I find works particularly well here just because it's fast and it's powerful. That's it stunned. At this point, what you want to do is spider up one of the leg modules, which are now open. Wait here, using the boost. Which way is he going? He's going the other bloody way, little bastard. So he's, as you can see, kind of wiggling his way around the arena. So you need to get up here, sit on this little target point, and charge a boost ball. Because you will notice Quadraxis' head is made of spider ball rails. When you're ready, fire off, and you land on top of his head, just in time for him to regain his awareness, which is unfortunate. But you can stun him again very easily. As I say, a couple of light shots should do it. He's pretty weak at this point. He's still powerful in terms of... Right, which way is he going? He is going this way. I might just get up this leg in time. Oh, not with that attitude I won't. Good lord. Ooh, come on, come on, come on, come on. Whoop. Nope. Next one maybe. You've got to anticipate it, which I'm not doing particularly well here. There we have a good chance. When he's ready, hop, on we go, and head into one of these and drop a bomb. And that does a good amount of damage to Quadraxis' brain. With that done, it's as simple as rinse and repeat. So we've stunned him one final time, because he's got a second bomb slot on his head, and He's going the other bloody direction, isn't he? I'm going to kill him. Well, I mean, I am actually going to kill him. This final shot should literally do that. I'm not going to get up here in time. Nope. So let's just move straight on to the next one. It's worth kind of cutting your losses if it looks like you're not going to make it. It saddens me with this battle that Quadraxis' body isn't used more. That you actually spent... Oh, I've cocked that one up, and he's not going to get around here again. Yeah, it saddens me that, yeah, most of the time you spend fighting the floating head, that the body, basically, once you've destroyed the knees of it in that initial phase, that's it. Right, which way is he going? He's going that way, wonderful. I'm not going to get there in time. Yeah, you spend most of it just fighting his floating head, but it's a cool boss fight. It's got a lot of phases, none of which feel particularly, like, problematic. You always kind of know what you're doing, and he's huge, and it's a very cool boss fight generally, but with that done, let's sink the final power bomb into his brain. Well, regular bomb, actually. So, this weapon, Quadraxis used on us a couple of times. He used it as a charge shot, and used it as the disruptor. This is the most powerful weapon in the game. Introducing the Annihilator Beam. What a wonderful name. So this is our third beam, and it might not surprise you to know, it's a combination of the light beam and the dark beam. As such, it takes both one light and one dark energy to fire the Annihilator Beam, and 5 of each to fire a charge shot. It's bloody powerful though, as you can see. It shoots kind of weird, slightly slow-moving shots, and it drains both equally. The charge version is the Disruptor, which he was using on us, which goes boom! And when it hits, enemies are kind of stunned for a few seconds from it always, so it's quite nice and powerful. We can now open this kind of grey doors that we've seen across the place. There's one there, and that's the one we're actually going to start with, because that, of course, leads to the Dark Energy Controller, which allows us to grab our third and final bit of planetary energy. So, you know how this jigger goes, let's go through that. And on the other side, well, here's the Dark Energy Controller, let's grab it. So, energy transfer complete, and with that done, I think we'll pretty much hold the episode there. I said many episodes ago that I was planning on doing all of Sanctuary and all the intervening stuff in one recording session, and I have done so. And in doing so, I have broken the infamous gentleman's own record for the longest recording session. I've been recording for 4 hours and 41 minutes, and honestly, it doesn't feel like it. I must like Metroid Prime 2 even more than I thought, because genuinely I do love sitting down and playing this, and it doesn't even feel like it's been that long. So, that's amazing and great to know. The audio I'm not entirely sure on, but the video is 22.8 gigabytes I've recorded of Sanctuary, so that should be good. We've come here, we've defeated Quadraxis and obtained the Annihilator Beam. Next episode we're going to be returning this light back to the temple, and then I guess all we've got to do now is gather the final few Sky Keys and take on the Lord of the Ing in the Sky Temple. Hope you join me then. Thank you very much, and good day.